Hello, welcome back. Last time I got through another room, and that means today can be a lower stress day because I get to parse a whole new one, and that's a bit easier to do than when I know what I'm doing and just have to actually make it work. So, new room, what happening here? Dream hyper into bubble, bubble into regular hyper. What is this block of... Whoa... Okay, I'm gonna be going, like, through the corners using that red bubble, huh? Okay, we got something very colorful happening here. Let's see how large this room is. I have a suspicion suddenly upon seeing that. Is this like a visit four corners and come back to open the way to... So these are all gonna do something. Where's the way forward, though? Hold on, where am I ultimately going? Alright, let's trace this forward then. Shh, good luck with that. This has retracted spikes on it, by the way. Yeah, I want to locate an exit. The thing that looked most like an exit to me was right here, but it isn't one? Not clearly. Maybe that wall opens up. Maybe there's a strawberry in there? Because, like, this probably falls, that probably smashes, those three will get out of the way, the one on the right probably falls. And if all of that is happening, I feel like there's probably an exit out the right side, except how would I get there? I'm not hearing a heartbeat from inside here, so this isn't like the... I don't exit by collecting... Well, if I exit by collecting a heart, it's not there. But I don't think that's how this is gonna happen. Do I go down that little tiny hole in the lake? Probably not. Well, this circles around, but I don't see where it ends. So let's not worry about that then. Okay, so start here. Go up right. I'm guessing I want to get into this bubble and go down left with it, diagonaling me through that tiny space. And then I'd probably do a dream hyper, and then a bubble hyper thing. Feather through there. Yes, okay, so this is clearly the direction that this goes. Cyan triangle. You're a cyan triangle. What's that correspond to? I'm saying cyan, but it's a little more on the green side, so I think it's that second block, the one in the middle with the triangle. Sure. And this. Okay. So complete that journey, do a, ducking bubble thing. Smash down that... What is on the left side of that? Is that a jump through? Implying that's more of a super than a corner boost. If it was a super, though... Or is it a crouch, air crouch super? Maybe one of those. Which is not a super. Something's gonna go there. Probably this. It matches the outline color. Giving me a bubble backstop and then... Okay, some kind of return path there, which puts me into that green bubble, ringing the purple thing, going up here. And then I'm just kind of... Oh, hang on, I do have a dash. Well, okay, so I am pink there. If I dream jump, dash right, dash upright, I can probably get into this bubble. Go there. Whoa, that's a scary prospect, but I think I see how it'll work. Just as long as I interrupt the bubble at a consistent time, dash up, I should be in the right spot for that, maybe? Let's hope. I see what you want here. I don't see what you want here. What is this? Hang on, am I going the right way around? Left to right. do a reverse bubble crouch dash on that, wall bounce this. Get on the red, I guess go right, wave dash with the thing. Do I want to drop this block or leave it in place? Ah, if I leave it in place, I can go down here, ring the red thing, dash up and access that. Then use it to bunny hop on this. Oh, things are going to be falling, by the way, probably. So that might affect the terrain downstream of here. Okay. I mean, like, this on the right, this is the clearest sign of an exit, so I just have to assume the exit is there, even though I can't see it. Bunny hop on that, get the feather, go through this loop. I guess smash that to a line. Hit the red waffle again. Go down, because left is not available. What is this? What happens then? Somehow I need to get into this dream block from the right. What's 45 degrees of that? That might be survivable. So one left dash for the standard touch switch type. Dream Hyper. Okay, don't go up, I'm gonna go left. Okay, so through this dream block, interrupt into... No, no, I can't grab, it's icy. So I guess interrupt into... maybe wall bounce. Wait, how do I get into this part of the level? Oh wait, with that dream block, of course. Wait, but... Okay, right, so interrupt, wall bounce. Dash left, upright, left, hyper, up here. That's spiky on top. Which implies what exactly? If I go down right, interrupt down, left, upright, hyper. Then I guess you're suggesting right, up, left, down. Right... Wait. Right, down, left, up. Right, interrupt up and wall bounce. Bubble your way back to here. Down, left, dash down, right. Bubble to here, and then I'm back at this junction. And I've done all the things at that point. So I go down, and whatever has happened in the center here is now going to be... Maybe there's a red bubble revealed by all of this. So the purple mask is going to... That's the only one of these switches I saw anywhere in the room. And that's the only one of these blue diamonds, double diamond things I saw anywhere in the room. Okay. Well, but then what happens? Somehow I need to go in there. I guess I have to assume a red bubble is revealed by all this. And I use it to go to the right, and... Yeah, I have dropped all those blocks by then. I guess that'll just get me out of the room. Because a red bubble will smash through that wall or something? Making some assumptions, but that's the only way to make this work, so... Alright, let's try it. Right, so that's that timing. That already ding-donged. It dinged its dong. What did that do? Nothing perceptible. The yellow thing is right there, and it didn't seem to move? Ah, okay, it does. So, how does this work? That opens up a little window. Like, what is this box I'm opening? The treasure vault. Which way am I going? To the red bubble? That was how I routed this initially. So Dream Hyper here, I guess. Dream Hyper better than that, I guess? Or is that the wrong move? I don't think it matters whether I get those spikes out. That is the right move, I just did it badly, I guess. Whoa. Yeah, Yeah, let's not bother fast bubbling there. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't know what's up with those spikes. I guess just to give me an easy landing here if I want one. That pink crystal is weird to me. Why is that there? I'm going to test something. So I can do this now if I want. That's an available order. Okay, that's nice. So I can practice different parts at different times. Okay, so hang on. Tell me about the order and about this crystal. So with this red bubble, I can choose up left, down left, possibly also down right. Ah, that's what's supposed to get me into this bubble. But I can also transition out of that in such a way that gets me there. So I'm hunting for... how many things? There's up left for this path, which ends... it goes for a while. What I should do is pick one of these paths to focus on and try to reach the end of it and not worry about the others. Since I started this one, I kind of started a couple of them. But I didn't get any farther than this bubble, so I'm gonna abandon the down left path and focus on up left, I think. It ends here going down? Then the down right path would end here again going down. The down left path would end here going up right. And I think it's those three paths. Okay. Yeah, 3 blocks here. I guess this is just a... no, this is not just a marker of completion. Why do these open? Is this to remind me which route I've gone? And to not, like, go that same way again? I don't know. I don't know what this central vault is about. But anyway, the up left route. Let's just try and make that one work and see where things go from there. Not gonna worry about those spikes. If they ever become a problem, it'll be way downstream from here. Those were not even close to the right inputs for a Dream Hyper. What was that? No one else knows that I did, and that's probably for the best, because it was very, very wrong. I need to wall bounce way later than that. The spikes require it. Okay, so that's an enforced late wall bounce. Maybe even just a wall no, I probably do want to bounce. But I gotta figure out the timing. I do want to buffer the dash, just like be very clear in what you want to do. Okay, I was clear, but it didn't work. How early can I buffer that dash? That felt early enough, but it didn't... or... that felt late enough, but I guess it wasn't. I don't know, that puts me in a weird spot? I think I made it work once, though. Actually, twice. But now that I'm trying to make it happen, I can't. Let's try pressing later? Yeah, too early was the problem. Right, then I do it again on the way out, so I'll get lots of practice in that move in this room. I've done it before in... was it system.invalid map exception? A while back. It's just like, there are 2 weird timing windows and I'm not sure how to hit either one. There's the, getting the dash to happen and then when to wall bounce after that. See, that was... dash was good, wall bounce was not. And for both of the timing windows, I'm seeing failures on both ends. Okay, so left, upright, left, hyper. I was too low. Yeah, left, upright, left, hyper. That wasn't a hyper. I was a little slow on it. The rest of the moves happened quicker than I expected. Whoops. And then I guess I dashed too late and couldn't wall bounce, or wall bounced too late and was already away from the wall. Then I tried to dash too early and I guess was not within the buffer window, so just nothing happened. Whoops. Ooh, there's a lot that could go wrong in this first route. So this is a little bit more of a spectacle than the other rooms. This could plausibly be a final room. It's not giving me the vibe very strongly, but I could believe it if it was. However, maybe as time goes on, it'll become clear that this is actually a very big deal instead of just a normal amount of big deal for this level. The complexity of the one room that took like 4 episodes to beat has not yet been matched since in this level. This is the first room that looks like it's attempting to do that since then. And kind of similar, because that room had like 3 distinct parts to it too. Man, just the... Okay, so both of those are late wall bounces. The first one I can be too late, so don't. Oh yeah, the wall's much shorter. Here it's later than there. Got it. Okay. So I'm going down right, down, left, up right, hyper. Down right, down, left. Okay, it's all faster than I expect. Always is. Don't like how finicky that timing is. The boundary between too early and too late feels very small to me. Down right, down left, up left. Again, it's faster than I expect. Nope. Got a wall bounce later on that. It's just note that the walls are different length and calibrate your expectations accordingly. I'm trying. And you can see how well it's going. Down right, down left, up right. Okay, that was too fast. I think it's an uneven rhythm, so don't try to do them all at the same time. Just watch and improvise. See, but I have to be... I need a different angle than that. That was non-viable from the top. Okay. Whoops, nope. Alright. There we go. No. Okay, so don't make any directional inputs from that, other than up. Up is all you need. Ah! Later than you think, then later than you think, then later than you think. Okay. And then don't get just completely uncoordinated. Later than you think, later than you think, later than you think. Okay. Wrong way. Okay. But at least I'm there now, maybe. Late. Late, but that's too late. Late, late, medium, late. Oh, I do have to interrupt that. That will kill me if I don't dash quickly. So, alright, let's do some angle theory. So up here, if I'm too far left, I go too far down. I can dash down, but I'll hit those spikes before I can redash. If I'm too far right, I won't be able to redash down in time. So I have to be... do some trigonometry here. And there are spikes to ensure I don't enter that too far right. I'd like to not... well... there's also how long I'm in the air before I start the dash, which will affect my angle of exit. A lot of variables there. I think I'm gonna try for dead center from the bottom, dash immediately in the top. That's the simplest, easiest to remember, and I think it is a valid answer. Whoa. Up. Congratulations, Spikes, you are relevant. Ah. I keep wondering if they're relevant in a way that I don't yet anticipate. Like I need to do something. Okay, since I wasn't centered, I was gonna try and correct, but it took too long to think about that to actually do it. Here we go. Centered, immediate. There we go. That wasn't a hyper. But that was a record. That still wasn't a hyper. What's wrong with my timing there? When the result is dash without jump, that means usually wrong input order? Can either too early or too late result in that? I think too late can? Maybe? I don't think I was too late though, so it was probably wrong input order. I'm trying to learn to judge how to adjust my wall jump for the height I enter this at. I wish I could just have a consistent timing on that. But it's gonna be inconsistent no matter what I do, isn't it? I don't think I have any controls that can make this height the same every time. Just gotta improvise. Okay, I made that work. Still not dream hypering. Okay, let's be more deliberate about input order, because thinking about what my thumb just did, I can believe that was the problem there. Deliberate. Yes, okay. I'm probably dead. But maybe I can re-enter. I can. So then I went right, up, left, down. I did it. Then I'm going to want right, down, left, up. A little earlier, okay? Right, up, left, down, right, down, left, up. That was a jump, that wasn't a hyper. Got a little more lenience on the horizontal angle of entry to that thing than I expected, because that could have worked. I just didn't make it work, I think. Okay, that's my instinct, but it's wrong. It's right, up, left, down. Right first. As long as I do right first, the rest will just follow naturally. Too late. That's a bit of a morale killer right there. This little spot. I was ready to go right, but other things went wrong. I was ready to go right, but I went wrong instead. Huh. Right, up, left, huh? Okay. Right, interrupt, up. Huh. But that's another late wall bounce. Okay, now I know that. That's about the end of the path, isn't it? Dang it, earlier. Okay. Oops, I wasn't ready. What? Yes. 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 Okay. Gonna be a down right at the switch. Okay, gonna be right and then down. And I completed a loop! Look at that! Okay. The spikes are there, so this leads naturally into either of the others. Okay, let's do the other one that I started on now. Okay, so this is a Dream Hyper into a Bubble Hyper into a Feather Flight. So get ready for feathering, and also do hypers and things. Okay, so from this point, I would switch to doing this activity. Okay. I'll do a little bit of this path. I'm probably not going to go very far in it. Let's just kind of sample the other two. I want to at least touch that feather. There we go. I touched that feather. And now I want to do the flight. Okay, so how far does that go? Do I have any questions about this? Yeah, what happens here? Air crouch super probably. Oh, you want me to keep my pinkness, don't you? I think you're requesting that I keep my pinkness. So I want a thing to already be there? If this is the last green triangle, it will be. Ah, I see how it is. So this bubble leads into a corner boost, at which point I have to dash right, then up, then I'm in those bubbles. And that's, like, the whole path. That doesn't look so bad. Uh-oh. Here I go trying to do it. Stretch goal. Story is probably that, like, they're all not too bad to do as the first thing in the room, but I have to do all three of them in one run. That's where the difficulty is going to really be. Okay, feather, double hairpin. Gotta do an S turn. Not so bad. I should probably press down when I'm doing that. Just trying to look ahead and wasn't looking where I currently was. Wow! Okay, right, so gotta press the crouch dash button. Let's just preview that because clearly I'm not ready for it. Down, reverse wave dash, crouch bubble, smash down, air crouch super, don't dash, bubble up left, bubble right, corner boost, dash right, dash up, bubble your way back. That's a bubble crouch. Get that, go up right, and do what with it? I guess use it to go here? Okay. So now that's interesting. Can I go from bottom to top left? I guess I could probably use that pink thing to go through this pink thing and get into that red bubble if I really wanted to do that. But I feel like there's an implied order to this. Actually, or does that have to be last? I'm still just assuming there's a red bubble hidden in here somewhere. I don't know that. What if there's not? Okay, now hold on. Let's gain some more valuable information. I'm gonna abandon the path I was on and... Okay, so I can do that. I guess... Okay, I see how that would work. Like this. Okay. Hello, feather. Alright, that works as I hoped it would. So hang on. How far do I have to go to gain this information? I want to see what's behind these two things when I drop them. That's pretty much immediately after the feather flight. Okay. Well, now, what do I do about that? Like, it just didn't go. Gotta figure out when it is that I dash in there, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. bubble does not put me in a wave dash friendly spot, so I want to actually wait there. Okay, well if I just do it, I guess it usually works. Whoops. That would be fine, just do it better. I guess settle a little bit. Don't be going upward, be stationary. Okay, that's my reference point. When I am stationary in the air is when I dash up. And maybe a little bit after is also valid. Okay, if I hadn't paused, well, if I had known what I was doing, then I wouldn't have had to have paused. I am enjoying the openness of this room, and I can just do it in whatever order I want, at least for practice round. Well, I mean, I guess I saw it was behind those. Would I learn anything more that I care to learn today from going any farther in that? I think I understand what happens here. It's weird that that's smashable. I guess that's so that if this drops, then game's doing that thing, you can tell. I guess it stopped, maybe? Maybe it stopped. Yeah, I need this to stay up so I can bunny hop on it. Eventually it will fall down in a place that's... it'll close off this path, so no going through here again. So feather flight up there, a smash, a fall down, and that's the end of the path. Okay. I'm succumbing to temptation here. Gonna go back down here again? I am dead, currently. But yeah, that path looks short and easy-ish. I want to see if I can realistically get to the end of it real quick. It's just, there's a lot of visual noise here. The touch switch effect and the exit dream block effect. I don't know, I'm having a whole lot of trouble judging when to do that dream hyper. And then somehow shifting gears from there to doing it in the bubble afterwards. Like, was that too late? Was it the wrong input order? Oh, just all these little things that are going to go wrong constantly. It's nothing new, but it's just every room has its own unique mix of things. I have to dash down immediately after... Like, it's the gear shifts. Like, just being ready for the next thing before I finish the current thing. This gets easier when I've seen them, so I come to expect them. I think I'm doing this. Okay. That made it in time. Just as planned. Then what? Then I don't really know. I'm gonna jump, I guess? Okay, and now I'm here. Alright, let's do this one now. So I completed the bottom path. I completed the top left path. I kinda want to complete the top right path now. Let's see if I learn anything about the center after that. Like, what do I think I'm doing? Is there an order to these? I don't know what happens when everything is done here. Just without a red bubble, I'm not getting all the way through there. Where would a red bubble be? Okay, now hold on. So one of these does not have its own symbol. One of those is down there. So something happened in the right side. So the shortest path to unlocking this entire box is bottom left. After bottom left, the whole box is unlocked. So I got to see that state for a moment. Now hold on. Okay, so then... the other two just do those. Let's unlock that box again. So right, there a little window opened in the top. There a little window opened in the left, right? So here a little window will open in the bottom. I see a yellow thing there now. Yellow thing moved to the right. Why did it do that? So that's not really doing anything for me at the moment. I have no indication that that's ever going to change. So where does the red bubble come from that's supposed to go all the way over here? I guess it could be a feather? But like, no, this needs to smash. I need a red bubble. Where does that come from? Wait a second. Yellow. Yellow goes here. This one's different. Okay, so the greenish thing is there. I don't know. I don't understand this thing. Can I use this feather? Can I use that feather? Doubtful. The bubbles will get in the way, right? How quick do those bubbles respawn? Oops. Too quick. Okay. Alright, I have no idea how this room ends, but I mean, clearly my mission is to complete all 3 of these paths in one pass. I think the most natural order is top left, bottom left... No. Maybe? Top left, bottom left, top right? Both top left and top right end at this junction. Bottom ends at a different one. I wonder if that's meaningful. Like, part of the puzzle might be the order that I do these. Bottom path is the easiest, I declare, given that I've completed it with relatively little effort. I completed top left with a lot of effort. I haven't completed top right. So top right is the most unsolved one. Well, it's the only one of the 3 that's completely unsolved. Okay, so next time, focus on completing top right and then figuring out what I need to do overall here? Because I still just cannot tell how this room expects itself to be ended. Like, that's a red bubble smash block, I'm pretty sure, so one of those has to happen. But if the yellow thing goes here... Let's pay close attention to that yellow thing. I'm still puzzling over this. It goes left. It goes left. Blue goes down. But wasn't there a yellow thing revealed behind this green thing? I guess the mask goes right. And if the green thing is out of the way, but wasn't there a yellow thing behind the green thing? maybe that doesn't matter, but again, where does the red bubble come from? Maybe just magic happens? A script spawns it in once I've completed all 3? I don't know. Alright, well, next time hopefully I'll figure it out.